Okay, in this exercise you'll share your background. What is this? Okay, so how comfortable are you relying on others to achieve your performance goals? So I would say extremely comfortable. How many times on average have you been angry or frustrated with your coworkers? I always want to say almost never. So in this exercise we'll like to learn about your preferred work style. Okay. These are all examples on how to answer. Okay, so for this one, for this top part, work doesn't have to be perfect the first time around. So which one you would pick, which one is most like you. So work should be as perfect as possible the first time around. So you always want to do the best. So most like me. Okay, so you either pick which one you are the most, either the top or the bottom. So I always treat people fairly. On occasion I have been unfair to others. So you always want to reply the best, you know. I look forward to competitive situations. So Walmart is very competitive at times. So I would say most like me. I prefer to work in a relaxed environment. I enjoy working under pressure. Walmart, you work under pressure at times, so you always want to put like me. You always want to show that you're willing to work under pressure in a very fast-paced environment, even though sometimes Walmart is relaxing. There's times where the store is really busy, so you always want to be, you know, high-paced at times. Okay, so I tend to be happier when I am very busy at work. I am happier when I have manageable workflow. So you always want to be busy at work. I do what my manager asks. I do what I think is best. You always want to do what, you know, managers, people above you ask you to do. So you're going to put most like me on that one. Rules exist for a purpose and I feel obligated to follow them. Some rules are flexible. You should always follow rules. I often sacrifice my own time to help others at work. At work, I focus on getting my own job done. So Walmart is all about helping others, just like others help you also. I tend to see the negative before the positive. I tend to find the upside others overlook. Well, I mean, you always want to see the upside others overlook. Because sometimes people might work fast and they don't see something that you might see. People who set their goals too high will be disappointed. I am motivated by extremely challenging goals. You always want challenging goals. I can handle whatever comes my way. Some obstacles are too great to overcome. So you always want to be able to handle everything that comes your way. People should do what is asked of them at work. People should do more than what is asked of them. You should always do more. I'd rather move on than spend time double checking work. I am precise in my work. So you always want to be precise. At times I have been rude to others. I am never rude. You never want to be rude to other people. I am a competitive individual. I find competitive situations. So you always want to be competitive. I work best in high pressure situations. Just like that. Some questions are repeated, so I'm at my best when the pace is very fast. So this is, you always want to be your best in a fast pace. So it's that one. I follow my manager's directions, even if you disagree with that. I prefer to do things my way. So you always want to follow your manager's directions, even if you don't agree with them. Okay, so company rules and regulations should be followed closely. So yes, they should be followed closely. I focus on finishing what I need to get done at work. I often sacrifice my time. Focus on finishing. So you want to help others. Wow, there's 65 questions. Okay. Okay, I consider what could go wrong. I look. You always want to be positive. Look for the upside. As long as I try my best, I do not get upset. I set very high performance standards. You always want to set high performance standards for yourself. Sometimes I avoid things that appear too difficult. Okay, so sometimes I avoid things that appear too difficult. So you always want to be confident to tackle difficult problems. Okay, so I make sure to complete all of my job responsibilities. You always want to go beyond your responsibilities. Sometimes my coworkers frustrate me, and you never want to get frustrated. I sometimes talk about people when they are not around. You never want to talk behind people's back at work. I always double check my work for accuracy. Some people are overly concerned with getting work. You always want to double check your work. I have occasionally, you never want to dislike anybody. I dislike competing with others. You always want to be competitive. I'm at my best in stressful situations. I prefer to avoid stressful situations, so you always want to, Walmart is sometimes stressful in a way, so you always want to be your best in stressful situations. So I work best in a steady, relaxed work environment. So you always want to work your best in a fast-paced environment because that is retail. I prefer to do things the way I think is best. I try to do things as my manager asks. So you always want to do things that when your manager asks. So this is most like me. On occasion, it is necessary to bend the truth a little. It is best to tell the complete and honest truth, even if it hurts someone's feelings. I don't know about this one. So, it's always better to tell the truth. Okay, so I'm just gonna answer them without reading them because it's 65 questions. So, I'm just gonna click on what's best. Okay. People gonna always expect. So you always want to help others finish their work. Let me see. Oops. Okay. I'm trying to record. Success should drive you at work. You should be able to solve difficult problems. You always want to do more if you can, It is all critical to take time to ensure the accuracy of one's work. You don't want to make mistakes. Oops. Oh. Most like me. I try to avoid. You should be competitive. I put most like me. Oh yeah, it is most like me. I thought I had put someone like me. Okay, I work very effectively in so like I said, stressful situations. Fast-paced is what you want. How the manager wants it. You never want to bend the rules. You always want to follow the rules. So almost like me. Frequently, I spend time helping coworkers with their work. And you always want to help coworkers. You always want to look at the bright side of things. You want to be pushed to the limits of your ability. I have full confidence in my ability to succeed. You always want to have confidence. You always want to go beyond. And you always want to look out for the well-being of others. You want to be an outgoing person. And you always want to work with others. You always want to treat others fairly and honestly. Yeah, very outgoing, because retail requires you to be outgoing and talking to customers. I prefer to work independently. You always want to work in a team. When people do favors, they often expect something in return. You should always help without expecting something in return. I am a talkative individual. I'm working with others. Yay! 5 more questions. Some people are out for themselves. People might criticize me for being too trusting. It can take a while for me to open up to others. I'm quick to make friends. I prefer teamwork. Okay, most people can be trusted. It is always smart to ask people's intentions. You want to warm up quick to others. And you always want to work with others. Okay, so it says congratulations, you've completed the Retail Associate Assessment. So select next. Oops, I'm putting it wrong one. Strongly agree. I will gladly tell my friends. Strongly agree. No problems. I'll just say shorter, but about the 10 minutes. I don't know. Strongly agree. Next. Okay, so I have passed the assessment. It was pretty easy. Basic questions. You can ask me down below if you're still having problems passing the assessment, and I would gladly help you out. So thank you all for watching this video, and hope it helped you a little bit more in how to pass the tests. Alright, see you guys in my next video. Bye.